Right, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, worldwide family, YouTube land? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Golly. No, seriously, I do go by Jimmy Flipping Deals. This is part of Jamestown Trading Company. So yeah, that's my business in a nutshell. I'm a reseller, a part-time reseller. I still have a day job. And loving life, man. Sales are great coming into Q4, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I hope everybody else is doing well. Comment in the comment section. Comment in the comment section. What a wonderful idea. Where are you from? Say hi. Say a few things that I normally mention at the end of the video and see what happens. So, spoiler. No, but anyway, another day. This is a day going back to work. If you can tell, the back has changed a little bit. We are getting some breathing room. Do have quite a few packages to drop off today on my way to work. And that being said, I woke up to packages, was able to knock those out. It was just a couple before I went to work. But then I hopped in the shower, I got out, I got another one that's gonna have to go out tomorrow. I just didn't have time. So it's not scheduled till tomorrow, so that's great. I have had some things happen, nothing major. I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, where were we? I got back from Dad's place yesterday and was able to get about 15 things loaded up to at least one side, if not multiple ones. I do sell on multiple platforms. My favorite is JamestownTrading.com. Now the growth isn't there. I'm just showing those as drafts there just for inventory management. You don't necessarily see it there, but if you get there to JamestownTrading.com, see anything you like, the coupon code YouTube will get you 10% off of anything. So no minimums either. So it's I can save you money on quite a bit of stuff. It is Jimmy Flipping Deals, not Jimmy Price Gouging, right? So at any rate, yeah. No. So about 10 different things going out. Now I talked to y'all yesterday about the issues that I had with eBay around baby formula, right? Like, and again, I don't price gouge. I sell below retail. So I'm not one of those guys that capitalizes on bad situations. I am Jimmy Flipping Deals. At any rate, I didn't read all of the email. I just seen that there was some issues with the listing and that they had removed it. And I talked with compliance and I got those worked out, but I had to revisit on the eBay Seller Hub. I had to revisit. It said I had a message, and it was the same message that I'd opened on my external email. It was the same message, but I read it again, and sometimes you see things that you don't normally, the first time around. Anyway, at the bottom of it, it said, since we gave you an educational warning, and you didn't listen, which I did listen. I contacted compliance, they gave me direction. I followed the direction, it didn't work out. And there was something that I missed, but they were very vague about the details. They didn't say you did this wrong. They said, here's what you got to do to be right. And I read everything and I went, I am right, So they said, once you are right, you can relist. So that's what I did, thinking in good faith that I was doing the right thing. Oops, I got music going on. I got to stop that. At any rate, I hope that didn't mess it up. Yeah, I did the same thing yesterday and I couldn't even hear it, so hopefully we'll be all right there. And again, it got removed. It said, hey, since we gave you an educational warning last time, this is at the bottom, this is what I missed first time. It says, we're suspending your account for 3 days. Yeah, first time, right? But here's the weird deal with that. I was still getting to make offers. I still made sales. Matter of fact, I went incognito on my phone and I could still see my listings. But nevertheless, I address all compliance stuff very seriously across all platforms. So I hit them up and I said, here's what you told me to do. Here's what happened. This is what I've done. I thought I was in the right, blah, blah, blah. Can you review it? On the chat, on eBay's chat. And they ultimately they said, well, you've got to do this, you got to do that. So I've done that, I've done that, I've done this, I've done that. You know, all the little hurdles that they tell you. I said, yeah, I've been here, I've done that. I did this before, I listed again. And they said, let me look into it further. I guess they were getting somebody else involved. And they said they now see, I don't know whether they changed something or what, but they said they now see no suspension or restriction in place on my account. So that 3-day suspension was not a 3-day suspension. So I don't know whether they overturned it because of the compliance, or whether compliance overturned it in the first place, or how that works. But they did say, and like I said, I have got sales, I have been able to make offers, which I hear you can still do a little bit while you're suspended, but when I went incognito, I could still see my listings. So I'm thinking that compliance actually addressed it yesterday, since I have been doing footwork with them over the last week. You know, and like I said, the compliance has hit me with, or specialty compliance, has hit me for car seats a couple times, crib mattresses, formula, and I tell them, they said, you've got to be pre-approved for formula. I said, I've been approved for the last year. Nevertheless, no more suspensions, onward and upwards. I was listing in the wrong category. They asked me to please list the items. So that's a beautiful thing. And I told them, I said, ultimately, guys, I just want my relationship with y'all, with eBay, to be a positive thing for both of us. And they it was sweet, guys. They said they look forward to seeing me on eBay. Matter of fact, to get out and get listing, because they want me to sell some stuff. So beautiful thing. It was a little disheartening when I seen that suspension, and I don't know how that'll play off in the future. Well, you know, what I do know is the listings are good, and I need to watch my P's and Q's for the meantime. I can't have any issues. Now, I have added disclaimers to the bottom of my ads that generally keep out IP complaints, but I don't need anything going wrong at the moment. I'm gonna drop off my packages. I'll be right back. All right, guys. Yeah, because I mean, ultimately, thanks for waiting on me. I cracked myself up with that one. Anyways, we going? Yeah, we are going. So ultimately, you know, keeping those relationships are extremely important and extremely valuable. Now, that being said, guys, as far as diversification goes across platforms, and what I really see is the necessary evil, and I don't mean evil like evil, but the necessary evil is the multiple platforms. Because in all honesty, guys, I did not even notice that they had throttled my traffic back on eBay because I was so busy putting packages together. Right? I mean, like, how critical as a business is it to be able to keep moving if one revenue stream gets on hold, you know? Like I said, I didn't even notice till the end of the day, and I was thinking, man, eBay's been quiet, right? I mean, you know, what happened? And I went on Seller Hub to see if my traffic had dropped or anything else, to see if, you know, maybe people aren't shopping, because that happens, you know, and that's when I seen the critical message or whatever that was in there. But seriously, to not even notice that you're suspended off of, you know, a platform is crazy till the end of the day, you know. And like I said, by this morning, it's all worked out. We're all good again, and whatnot. But needless to say, I believe it's ultimately necessary, and that's why, in part or in whole, that I created Jamestown Trading Company, or, you know, not just the name, but the website, JamestownTrading.com, is because ultimately I want a standalone website where I don't have to worry, you know, what eBay says or or what Poshmark says, or what Mercari or Facebook Marketplace, or you know, all of the other ones, you know, Overstock, or you name it, on all the platforms. I mean, there's tens, if not more, platforms. You know, and people, I hear, well, I'm done with this one. I got to go to this one now. No, I want them all. Same way as people open up multiple accounts on eBay, but then one gets suspended, then it's a domino suspension across all your accounts. And I understand why you would set up accounts for different categories, for repeat buying and whatnot, and more like items in the basket. I get all of those reasons. You know, but although it convolutes the relationship with eBay, they're not dumb either. That they, that a domino cascades through all your accounts when you get in trouble on one. And ultimately, it's just ridiculous that we can put so many eggs in one basket. With a particular marketplace. That's why I don't do it. I don't put all, I mean, there's multiple revenue streams far surpassing Jamestown Trading Company, just in case something happens with it. I LLC'd for a reason, and for y'all that understand the legal structure, you do too. But I mean, that's the reality of the world that we live in. So the point behind it, there's really not, other than to share my experience on a day-to-day basis and my beliefs, which you can take with a grain of salt, because I assure you that my beliefs, my opinions, and $5 will get you a coffee just about anywhere in town. See what I'm saying? So, but no, I appreciate what eBay does. I want to keep them happy with me. I want to keep Amazon happy with me. I want to keep them all happy with me, because I do sell on their platforms, even when JamestownTrading.com is a standalone, self-supporting revenue stream of its own. I believe that I will also be on those platforms as well. Let's be honest, Hasbro is still on eBay. Casio is still on eBay. Nike's still on eBay. The eBay and Amazon, same thing with Amazon. They are on those platforms because it is a valuable revenue stream up and above what their brand and their website does. So definitely need to keep those on the up and up, and they're happy to have me, and I am happy to be there. Onward to the future. 3 more days, and I start my second workation of Q4, where I'm off work from my regular job so I can work on Jamestown. And I just got week 3 approved for Q4, for that way I can do another week 3 vacation, workation from my day job. And I do have time. Don't know that they're going to allow me to do it, but I do have time for a 4th week of workation. I have PTO, or not PTO, I do have PTO, but I'm not using that. What I mean is I have vacation, and the way I've been moving it, I'm able to get 4 8-day weeks of paid vacation in a year. So that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I have stretched it. Generally I get 3, but by utilizing days off and whatnot, I'm able to stretch it to 4 solid weeks, and I've used it all in Q4. I did take a personal vacation this year before Q4. That way I can be rested and energized. Took my anniversary. Y'all seen me in Crystal Beach Let me see, but I didn't take pay for that one. I let the store generate money and just use what was in my account, you know, to cover all of that and cover the time off. So, hello, do you see me? There we go. All right. At any rate, so yeah, got the third one approved. I will submit the fourth one here in a couple days. That way it's not wham bam. I have talked to HR. They seem to be somewhat compassionate still. I'm gonna feel them out again today and see, make sure we're still good for that fourth week. But nevertheless, guys, it is looking good. I am making some room back here. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's better. Packages are going out. Merchandise is coming in. It's almost like I planned it. So if you made it this far, guys, and you've seen me before, hit that like button, share, subscribe, all of that good YouTube stuff. It is free and it really helps me out. And for those of y'all that have made it or fast forwarded, skipped, whatever you want to call it nowadays, to the end, comment giveaway. See what happens. Might provoke a response. All right, guys. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.